Today is March 4th, 2024. It's a Monday. Clock on the wall says that it is 8:05 in the morning. Had a little bit of fresh snow last night. We got some low, dark scud, about 600 feet, 5 to 1,000 feet above ground level here in the upper Snoqualmie Valley. This is the Morning Muse. So I wanted to quickly go through the reestablishment of the morning routine. So it was a week ago today, I started to feel not well. And it took about 48 hours for the fever to break from the first symptoms. And then it's been a steady mend since then. And today I feel pretty strong. Still not 100%, but getting there. And yesterday was the first day that I went and did some heavy physical work. Went for a lovely hill walk with a dear fellow. Just is gorgeous. See the tall trees and frozen ponds, and gorgeous walk. Anyway, so I've found myself rapidly recovering this week. And there was the admonishment, I'd spoken about it a couple of days ago, the admonishment to come back to the routine, steadily come back to the routine for the creature, the physical well-being, the physical safety, I'll say. Reestablish it. Something assailed it. Not sure what it was. Don't really care too much right now. It's moving forward. It's going. So the morning routine is wake sometime in the hour preceding dawn, do about an hour of breathing exercises, get the daylight in the eyes, pray, gather the fluids for consumption, sit down, contemplate without interruption, write according to Julia Cameron's Morning Pages prescription. And in there, at the top of the first page, is a carefully considered intention every day. And for me, it's the same intention. It's a lifetime intention. And then I've also incorporated Jill Bolte Taylor's very simple 4-quadrant schema for attending to the four distinct characters, she calls them, of the brain, as that literate capacity starts to be expressed on the pages, it becomes very easy to put that faculty in service to attention to the internal polis. That was a word that came up this morning that I'm not familiar with. I've heard people use it, but it's something like the inner polity, the politics, internal politics of the individual human organism here. Give voice, according to the neuroscientists that I pay attention to. They basically say that is, geographically speaking, that capacity belongs to one geography in that four quadrant scheme. However, it is possible, well, and it's evolutionarily conserved for the purpose of speaking for the other three, in addition to itself. But there has to be a deliberate, conscious intention to enact that service. Without that, well, I won't do that right now. I won't address that. But there's the point is that there's a conscious, there's an acknowledgement, a humbling that, okay, the other three quadrants require that capacity to speak in order to be appropriately understood in a literate context, anyway. Which for me is essential because I move in a I move in a very literate culture. Born into it. It's granted. Gratefully. Okay, so I am approximately 7 to 8 minutes into this, so I wanted to wrap it up. So the last piece is the last, and this is the newest addition to the morning routine. And that addition is also a well, I won't say prescription this time, I'll say a suggestion by Julia Cameron to write for guidance, I think is how she refers to it. So I ask one question. So finish the 3 pages stream of consciousness. By that time, the whole inner polis, they're all engaged, all those characters cooperating, probably as good as it's going to get today. And I take out a fresh sheet of paper, blank sheet of paper, and I writing for guidance, write today's date, which is something that a grade school teacher taught me to do, put it at the top of the page. And then, so very ordered, very clean. And then it says, writing for guidance, and then pose one question. What is the question that I would like some guidance on today? And then immediately write the answer. And it's interesting to note the difference in the characters. The character that writes the question and the character that writes the answer. And the question this morning was how to address this recurring interest in physics and math. And what occurs to me now is that expressing an appreciation for the temporal bounding is a pretty good start. Anyway, I deeply appreciate your careful attention.